Okay, laundry started for some reason because I wanted to do it. Shoulder pads, helmet, jersey pants, girdle, gloves, cleats, new mouthpiece. I think I have everything to play football, just as long as I take the camera so we can see what the heck happens. Morning for the road trip. Aaron's in the process of passing out. It's 8:41. He's in the car. And there ain't much. I'm probably not going to show off the crazy Christian art because I keep forgetting where it's at. Where I was like, oh, we passed it. And then, but it might be until lunch, whenever that is, like 3 hours-ish. That could like get us up to Seattle considering Saturday morning traffic. Yeah. Anything about you, Aaron? Not much sleep last night?
Yeah, I'm just tired.
You're pumped. Yeah, the group's going a little crazy this morning.
Are they?
Well, not the group chat, but like the actual group, like Bill's posting in it and Jimmy's posting in it, and then Joel posted in it. I don't know, that guy's got like an old people schedule. He wakes up at like 4 in the morning and like, I'm gonna get on the internet, and I'm like, that's cool, but...
Because like I was getting up and I saw Joel was up, but I have an old man schedule too, so...
Yeah, but it was just like, well, we've got 49 on the roster, 2 out on injury, me and Baum, and I'm like...
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, so we have 47 people. We're gonna count how many are there. See who actually shows up to this.
The good thing is we get the Bellingham guys for sure.
Well, yeah, because that's the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And maybe any more that didn't want to come down for that last game.
Exactly.
But yeah. So Aaron gets nervous while I'm doing this, so I'm gonna hand it off to him and say, just hold the camera for a bit. Well, we've been jammed up on 26 because last week I-405 South was closed, and it's closed today. But we also have this, which is just lovely. Ah, cops. Prius can kind of take a beating from a semi-truck, though. I'm not sure how hard it got hit, but that's pretty good.
Not much happened to the front either.
It must have been a very light hit, but just enough to squish the Prius.
Yeah.
But now we're back to why we were backed up kind of in the first place. And then that happened probably because, and who knows, maybe the Prius was trying to get in between the two of them and the other truck couldn't stop as fast. Because it's a big truck, probably carrying dirt. But yeah, it's 9:19. We're still, I think we're now officially in Multnomah County.
Yeah.
Yay! Hopefully I'll be able to get onto I-5 here and like cruise control so I can like wiggle my leg a little bit. The inside of the knee and really aggravated doing the braking and the gas and the braking and the gas, and I hate stop and go traffic. All right, we stopped I think the building said milepost 54.
Tootle River.
I swear I've stopped at this like one every single time I've gone to it.
Well, yeah, because it's like you've got the one north of Vancouver there, and you're like, I don't need it. And then you're like, get up to Kelso, and you're like, ugh! Like me.
Yeah.
I was having P vision.
Yep.
It was like that weirdness where your eyes are warm and you're like super focused. But yeah.
Bladder's full.
Yeah. I was like, I'm like the Violet Beauregard of urine right now because we don't know how big this cup is, but it's certainly
more than 20 ounces.
Yeah, see, it has a 24 on the bottom. I just think this is way more than 24. Have you thought about scanning it for MyFitnessPal?
I had not.
But anyways, we're gonna get back on the freeway here. New York Lions is in. Ooh, Ari has a birthday today. That dude is so tall. So yeah, they've got like the in case of emergency in German on the thing in there. It might not even be like necessarily something that they can.
Coffee with creamer. Serving size 8 ounces.
What's it go up to?
1 ounce.
That is not an 8-ounce cup. But anyways.
But yeah.
Your phone probably needs charging. Mine's been off, not doing anything. We'll see you guys at lunch. Like, this is some bad tail. Oh no. Spoke too soon, Aaron. Like, I don't want to go too fast thinking...
Yeah. These are like pea-sized chunks. Where they were.
Hey, hail. We stopped at a Burger King. I thought the Burger King was over there, but I think they just sold it and built a new building. And I'm like, that building over... Where are you at? That building right there looks like a Burger King.
Yeah.
But that's the Burger King. That's a... whatever. I already forgot what that is. Oh, that's a Jack in the Box. I'm just stretching out my leg. Aaron's buying something to drink, I think.
That's what I'm pretty sure I saw too.
Yeah, there was a padlock on the urinal. I was like, why is there a padlock?
I told you, it's the most ghetto bathroom I've ever been in.
There's holes in the wall, like you said, where the mirror was supposed to be.
To this day, it's the most ghetto thing I've ever
I've been in some pretty ghetto bathrooms. It's the joy of having a trunk like this. You just sort of like open it up and stretch your hamstrings a little bit. But yeah, we're actually making very, very good time. I asked Google, I was like, how long until such and such? An hour and a half. Oh, well we're 3 hours before we have to get there. There might be another rest stop in our future. I mean, Aaron's probably getting something, hopefully he's getting something to drink. Those damn machines are sometimes hard to operate where they can dispense like 50 freaking drinks. Because the touchscreen is so slow. Because he didn't go into the bathroom. I know he didn't. Oh, there we go. That's a good tug. Not full-blown inside, but yeah. Apparently the geotags for Snapchat say this is Tacoma. I thought we weren't quite at Tacoma yet, but then again, I don't really know quite exactly what defines Tacoma. It's just that weird area that's between Olympia and Seattle. Oh. There's Seattle. Like, there's the needle. Can I zoom in on the needle? Look at that dick.
Look at that D.
Yeah, we've actually hit like the mess of traffic. I decided I-5 instead of 405 because we're early.
Speed limit 30.
Speed limit 30. Mile post 162.5. Why?
You set your cruise control to 60 miles per hour at the start of it.
I know how to do it. It just seems weird that you're gonna do an odometer check in the middle of a congestion area. Usually you do it like in between rest areas where there's like crazy Christian out on the side of the road. We're about to pass
in. So really, we're about to get home early too.
Huh?
I said we got here so early. We're about to get home early too.
Yeah. Well, considering the game.
It's gonna be nothing.
Oh yeah. Because it'll be at night. Yeah. The game starts at 5.
So probably
3 hours, 3.5 even. That's 8:30.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Because we've had games at 6 that go till like we're leaving here 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So.
To go fast.
And then that's, at night leaving Seattle, it could just be breezing home and then just go straight down I-5, get off 99, stop off at Banning's and just look her dead in the eye and be like, give me pancakes. Give me pancakes and all the coffee. And I'm afraid you may have misheard and thought I said, give me a lot. No, give me all of the pancakes and bacon you have. And Willie wants what? They're chicken and waffles. I'm surprised Aaron hasn't ordered the chicken and waffles.
I'm not a fan of chicken and waffles.
He eats chicken and he eats waffles and he hasn't decided to kick them together.
It's a strange relationship. It's something fun.
It makes everything too sticky.
No, see, I don't pour the syrup on my chicken. I just dip the chicken a little bit in syrup.
This guy has like a bandage around his face, right in front of his nose.
What the fuck did they do there?
But for those of you who like failing NFL teams, there's CenturyLink Field. Safeco Field. Although I could say Safeco Field has the failing baseball team.
Hey man, you be hating on my Mariners.
Ah! And there's CenturyLink Field. Looks so much better than Safeco Field, but then again, it's newer and it's from a far, far, far richer franchise.
As it go
Sorry, not failing, but selfish-ass NFL teams.
Is that CenturyLink or is it Safeco?
Safeco and CenturyLink are right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the lovely area where we go underneath bits of Seattle. Right next to Pike Place Market, right lane. Well, any hipsters and bullshit in this lane are screwed. We had another incident response vehicle pass us with a cop on top of it. So I'm just wondering where the hell they went.
To be clear, the cop was not on top of the incident response vehicle. Although that would have been more amusing.
Makes me think of that lion riding the back of the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the express lane would have been down there. But I mean, I do like the cascading ivy. At least it somewhat looks pretty, even though you are in Seattle. Well, we got up here to John C. Larson Stadium. I think that's Gunnar and Alex, Mott and
What's up, Theo?
David. We're gonna be getting out of the car and taking care of stretchings and shit. Yeah.
Get there! Let's go! Get there! Get there!
Off the ball.
Motion!
Hey, watch bubble here.
Go!
Watch the bubble!
Nice run!
Hey, watch the bubble! Hit
Watch that cross! Get Motion! Squeeze! Oh, get that! Oh my God, go! Yeah, Will. There you go, Will. Yeah, Will. Back up! Oh, he moved! He moved! Mike, don't play it. Stay on, Theo! Get there!
I'm so pissed. Theo, that was a catch. That first one?
Where you were on the sideline?
Yeah, that was a catch. And dude's like, no. And they're like, not even close. I'm like, bro, my feet marks are right in front of the white line.
Yeah, I bet I could. You were like way over on the other side, but I could see you just like putting your hands down like, this is my skid mark.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? I was so mad. I'm still counting that as catch. I don't care what they say. That's a catch.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought I was gone on that one. I thought I was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, I needed one block on that outside, but I had nobody there. Everybody was on the other side. I was like, fuck, Willie. You done fucked up. You ran the wrong way. But I didn't know, because I expected Alex lobbed that dude. I was expecting to get blasted, Theo.
Yeah.
That's why you saw me. I looked around like I was still in the air, like I'm about to get hit, and nobody was there. I was like, oh shit, Willie, run. Run, Willie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting good yards. And I'm going outside. Because you saw when me and Danny switched, you saw how wide open I was? Mm-hmm. They literally just drifted over to Danny like I wasn't there.
Well, they thought maybe he was going to run a wheel because he's the long guy that he'd been the entire
when he threw that wheel, I was like, no. They're sitting on it. Throw the post. There's no, I'm like in the end zone like, dude, hit me.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you guys have got to get some things pushed through.
It's Alex and Dustin, dude. I'm telling you, Theo, I've been saying it like for like the last 30 minutes. Those two have to get on the same page. If they do not get on the same page, we will not win a single game. We won't.
Because Alex is seeing stuff on the field from his perspective. While, yes, the line is having its issues, the line is better this game. But, you know, Dustin's like, guys are running wrong routes. And I'm like, I can't necessarily think that all four of these guys are running wrong routes.
No, Dustin doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, bro. I'm wide open. How you gonna tell me I'm running the wrong route, but I'm wide open? You can see it on film. Theo, watch when you watch film. I'm wide open every other play. And I'm not even exaggerating this game. I was literally, they weren't even covering me.
Yeah.
They weren't even covering me.
There were a few times I did see that when you were on this side.
Yeah, and they're not covering me, and I'm like, dude, where's the short shit that Dustin's talking about all day? I didn't run one arrow, Theo. Not one.
Not an arrow, not an out, not a hitch.
All the plays he was talking about we were supposed to be running. I got so excited when you told me he said all that shit. Knew he was full of shit. Knew it. Dustin got to learn some humility, man.
But like, you talked to the other receivers. You talked to Gunner. Gunner was there. You talked to Danny. Danny was at film.
They all said the same shit. That's why I was so excited, dude. Because that team, they were giving it to us, Theo. They gave us that game, and we gave it back. You could see it.
Yeah.
We gave it back. How do you drive down the field and not score until the fourth quarter? And we drove every single time.
Kinglish! This time it's not our quarterback.
Yeah. Well, it is, but it's because he's like fighting with our offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Your quarterback's never going to be calm, cool, and collected when he's fighting with his offensive coordinator. Those two are like 2 words away from a fist fight. They're literally 2 words away. I thought it was going to happen today.
I thought Darvell and Alex were going to get into like, oh my God. Like Alex said, you know, every play I'm getting hit. And Darvell took that seriously. And oh my God. And I just like walked away. And then like third quarter, I had a mild anxiety cage because just the sheer negative energy flowing around that sideline was just so bad. I was like, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then it's like, as I was telling Mets, I was like, what do you do when their receivers have already given up? I look actually really good on film, but the receivers had basically given up because I was in the last minute of the game. I'm just starting to feel like I'm having control issues.
Dude, how do you think? I feel the same way as you, dude, so don't even feel bad. Like, I literally feel the same way as you. Well, I'm out there, dude, so I don't even know where the fuck to go from here. Like, I'm at a loss. Like, I don't know what to do next week to improve. I literally fixed everything they bitched at us about from the last game. I busted Brandon on so many fucking blocks. That man was running off my ass all game.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit about Willie didn't block. I don't want to hear shit about the receivers didn't block. Every big-ass run play we had was because I fucking blocked. Yeah. And that's what I don't like. Dustin doesn't give us credit for shit, and then he acts like his playbook is flawless. It's like, dude, we're losing because we're running your plays.
Mark!
Yes. So bad. So bad. But with braces.
I couldn't see Mark
if I saw Mark with braces, dude, I wouldn't be able to stop laughing. It would be like our whole relationship would just be me laughing at it.
Like if he just we walked into the pit bulls, like we're out there with Nick doing stuff with like the flag stuff, and he comes out because he's gonna work out a new running back, and he just like grins, and he's got like a grill, and just I'd be like, click, can I take a picture of this? Take a picture, it'll last longer. Oh, it's gonna go on the internet. It's going all over the internet. But like I said, it's like the control thing, because it's like I don't really have much in control. I can bust my ass, and I was telling Mets, I'm tired of hearing, oh, you've made phenomenal progress this year. How many years of phenomenal progress am I gonna sit there watching a train wreck? I'm making phenomenal progress towards watching train wrecks. You know, it's like when the Pitbulls won games, it was barely. You know, we never blew anybody out just like this.
Those guys couldn't fucking hold my goddamn jockstrap. That whole fucking team. I swear to God, dude, that was the weakest defense I've played in so long. That was weaker than the Pitbulls defense.
And the Vipers is going to be, if we lose to the Vipers.
Dude, if we lose to the Vipers, I'm quitting football. I'm just going to be a coach. I'm done with you, I'm telling you. I'm not losing to that team. I don't care if I have to play quarterback and run the goddamn ball. I will do it. I'm not losing another fucking game. I'm not going 0-3. I'm not. Dude, I'm like literally not. I don't care if I have to start calling the goddamn offensive. Like, I'm not losing another game because of this stupid bullshit. And it's the same bullshit as last game, dude.
Yeah.
Am I lying, Aaron? Did you not see the same stupid shit you saw at the Pitbulls game on our sideline?
I honestly don't know enough about football to be able to answer that.
No, just out of people and how we were so argumentative rather than building each other up.
Yeah.
Did you see the same behavior the last two games? Do you agree? Yeah.
And that's like
the whole thing.
2 weeks apart.
No
3 weeks
team
apart.
Can win like that. No team. I don't care how great you are.
Yeah, like they called me in for corner, and I was like, oh God, like my helmet's not on.
I know. I saw you looking. I was like, Theo.
But it was like
even I got excited. When
I'm still having trouble getting the chin guard over the mouth.
No, dude. You see me though. I have trouble with the Zenith too. Because it's connected. And so sometimes it's too tight and I'm like, oh shit, this isn't getting on. I'm like, can my head grow?
Yeah. And then I'll sit there
like,
and it fits perfectly, but it's like I can't like let it sit on my head.
You know what I've been doing to get into it? Pull the chin strap out. Pull it out.
Yeah, because I pull it up to the point where it's like in the face guard.
That's what I do.
And then I pull it on, but it's like the mouth guard is not anywhere attached because I have the new battle one. And it's like, it locks.
Put it in your mouth. That's what I do. I put my mouthpiece in first.
Oh, okay.
Then I don't worry about it.
Because I can't take it off because the chin thing grabs on the bottom and wants to pull it up.
And the way the chin thing is like the ropes are right here. No. That's why I said I put it in before I put my helmet on.
Okay. Because I don't really have any place in the face mask to put it, is the problem.
See,
I try the ear hole, but...
It'll come out if you start moving.
Yeah.
Because I
have to squeeze it to get it in the ear hole.
Because I just rested in the ear hole.
Yeah.
But dude, like... Our quarterback and offensive coordinator get on the same fucking page, or we're not gonna win a game, Theo. Like you can see it. It's those two.
No, I think
like they're button
if we get our shit together halfway for doing what with this, the Vipers are gonna be the ones. The Vipers are gonna be this game. The Vipers are going to be the one stumbling over themselves. Because they're mostly made out of the Venom, and the Venom are just, I mean, yeah, they've got one good receiver, Twan. Not really all that good.
Twan's not going to get a catch, though, because that's... Dude, the Pitbulls and Raiders game is close to 6. It's 12-6. The Raiders might not be shit, dude.
I'm literally sorry. That was just like the train was coming at my head, and I'm just like,
no, dude,
move your head, move your boom. 12-6 in the what?
Third.
Are the Raiders just not caring?
Nick said their numbers were horrible. Like they didn't show up with anybody.
It's across town. We showed up with 46 people to our furthest away game.
We showed up to more people with this game than we did our home, or than the game at Hare Field. It's a home game for us, but
you know. And anyways, the car is whatever.
Complaining.
Yeah. Do you want anything? Do you still want to say anything?
My dad. Oh my God. This is my dad's response to what happened at the game. Your offensive coordinator is boo-boo.
Did he watch the game or something?
He just knows. My dad's been a coach like forever.
Yeah.
And like he was literally
He's
calling
boo-boo.
shit out. Like literally the last game, Theo, he was calling all the plays out that weren't gonna work. He literally wrote it down when we got home. He's like, I called out every single play that didn't work. And he ran only those plays.
So what were you gonna say before?
Only those plays.
There's a 7-Eleven somewhat nearby. I want to get something hot to drink.
Yeah.
Like hot chocolate for me, coffee for you.
Probably something.
Yeah.
And crack rock for Willie.
Morning. I've been awake for a couple hours now. Freezing because I didn't put any clothes on right away, per se. It was 8 o'clock. It's now like almost 11. Did a bunch of stuff on WoW. Did a bunch of stuff. Trying to do stuff on Star Trek, but apparently the PvE system has been like dirt. Like sit in a queue for both the space ones, and it'll say, would you like to accept the queue? So I hit accept, and then like it'll wait a couple seconds, and then it'll just boot me from the queue. Or I don't have to hit accept at all, and it just puts me right in. I was walking over here to a plate who hit accept. Let me get this instance done. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, that was a wonky instance. We had one person just join leave, like they were stuck in the loading screen for some reason. And it was like, great, and we have like the box one where we all have to stay inside the box and there's only 4 of us versus the 5 on the other team. Maybe I couldn't tell if they had anybody AFK or whatnot. We wound up winning that one because, you know, we wound up getting through Swarm a hell of a lot easier because I like to AoE. And when you gravity well everything really close together and then you just drain its shields with that shield draining ability I talk about on Tuesdays all the time, my omnidirectional tachyon wave siphon. Yeah, things tend to have like no shields. And they have like no shield resistance. It's just, it's sort of like when they have no shields, why is it beneficial that they have no shield resistance? Lowered shield resistance. It's 11:27 right now. I don't even have a spoon for this. Because I ate the rest of the garlic bread because it was a cheapy on half price thingy. And so I wanted to get it eaten before everything went wonky. But yeah, so everything is going about its business. Got Facebook being Facebook, whatnot. And then Mod here soon.
What the hell? Assault block for serving? The hell?
So, we've already went to Mod. We already went grocery shopping. My nose is starting to get tickly in there because there's a lot of people moving around flowers because they're buying 2 o'clock in the afternoon Mother's Day gifts.
And they're out of roses pretty much.
Yeah, they're out of roses. Wednesday, all the flowers were out everywhere doing, oh my God, it was so bad. Like I walked in the store and just started sneezing. And some lady's like, bless you. And I'm like, holy, like I was on like my 6th sneeze and I just went, holy, you know, and I basically said some words I probably should not have ever said in public. But it was just absolute amazement of like, I walked through the little sliding doors and just, and I didn't know why. And I thought maybe there's just extra dust, maybe. And then I get through the check stand area and there was just like flowers, the whole area by the florist. It was just like the little florist thing. And then it was like 4 times the size of that. It was just flowers everywhere. And it was like,
I get that giving flowers to people is nice and comforting and fun and traditional, but God, just stop.
Save it for actual florists. But we're gonna go home, drop off these groceries, and then
Guardians of the Galaxy.
so depending on when we're gonna go see that is like we may not have much time to record afterwards, so we're just gonna record, or we're gonna record after the movie.
Yeah.
All right, no Guardians of the Galaxy. The theaters are full.
Still.
Well, it's Mother's Day. We kind of knew it was either going to be pretty empty or it's going to be ridiculously full because, as Willie said, a lot of people don't like, or a lot of people that even aren't into Marvel films still like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. So it's like the GXO, which is full of kids and families, is mostly full, and the 21 plus is all the way full.
Yeah. 21 plus doesn't even have, I think, 2 seats next to each other anywhere.
The next ones are at 6, and it's a long movie, so we'll move into Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Time. Weekends turning into one trip after another. We're probably going to lose power at 8 o'clock. Someone's going to run into a pole somewhere, and all of Beaverton's going to lose power for an hour at 8 o'clock. We're not going to be able to watch Once Upon a Time. It's sort of like, what more? Well, you know what? Here, that's what's going to happen. But at least we can vlog, because this thing's on a battery, and we have a battery to charge it if we need to.
I'm gonna grab my pizza.
Okay. Well, what did we do? Well, we sat down and watched 2 episodes of Doctor Who, which was the House is Eating People, and then the Dead People on the Space Station episodes.
Are you asking what I'm doing now?
Or the episodes?
They were definitely interesting. Sorry, I'm playing a game.
He's playing Heroes of the Storm. He's playing a brawl where everybody is the ghost. I don't know her name. She might just have the name of Ghost.
Nova.
Nova. We has our taco grande pizza, but with no beans and the red sauce instead. I think one time we tried it, because Aaron was like, I'm just going to do it, and he kind of choked the things down, but even I didn't like the beans on it, because it just made it really heavy. Bean sauce is, I mean, even hummus is pretty heavy, and it's on the lighter side of bean sauce. Yeah. I mean, you got to be like, the only kind of, like, you don't have a bean paste or bean dip that's thin. Usually got, like, if you do anything, it's a bean sauce, and it's usually that. You ever seen me get like that black bean stuff where black beans usually like pretty soupy?
Yeah.
It's still like the lightest bean dip I've ever had. And this is most likely cheap refried beans, so it's probably like I think it was sticky as hell. That you typically put on a burrito. But so the oven's heating up. It's gonna be another 2.5 minutes for that. We have Once Upon a Time here in 40 minutes. I've been chatting with someone on Instagram and been reading up on the chat. I had to throw a big chat barf up in the chat, the group chat, because it was getting... I couldn't stay quiet any longer about what I was seeing happening. And it was a lot what we were talking about last night. I think, and Aaron said he didn't mean to go into the brawl.
Well, I didn't know that the brawl would do what it did.
And apparently everyone's like one shot.
Not quite one shot.
Yeah, regardless of whatever it is, but I get the idea that it's all supposed to be, you're just supposed to like come around the corner and just bang and kill the other person.
Yeah.
It's not exactly one shot but your snipe ability is pretty deadly.
Yeah.
And she rides around on, I want to call it like a light cycle Harley. But anyways, so I'm going to sprinkle some more cheese on top of that. What y'all think? I'm gonna do it anyway, so just letting you know what y'all think. Like, you're gonna, even if you put comments downstairs and be like, you probably shouldn't have added extra cheese on there. We have already put the cheese on this and eaten the pizza by the time you guys comment. So, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, it's like, it's got the ground beef and onions and regular cheddar cheese, but that's better. Spread it around. We have Parmesan for afterwards, in case it gets too greasy. Oh, it didn't tell me how long it had left. That's what temperature it was at. Oops. It's at 350 now. It was at 230 before. Did your snipe abilities just wreck the thing?
Every time you kill the opponent, you take out some of their health.
Oh, okay. So these things are just like silly little brawls.
Like the tavern brawl.
Like the tavern brawl. So they do randomly weird things that are allowable in the code, but probably not necessarily something they want to make mainstream. Which has always been a major benefit I've liked about Hearthstone. That they definitively, they're like, I think the first one that I found kind of interesting was the now we're having fun with portals or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was
Everyone
like,
gets all kinds of portals.
huh?
Everyone gets portals.
Yeah, and you just summon random creatures with portal cards. And it's easy to do that on a digital game because you can limit it to, like, on a digital game, you're limited to the cards in the game. Whereas in real life, you're kind of limited to the cards in your hand, and yeah. My socks don't even smell from yesterday. And I literally wore them for, what, we left here at about 8 o'clock and we didn't get home till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I wore them for 16 hours straight, and my good old nose. Oh, by the way, I didn't say this last night. I didn't say this, but Aaron was standing there watching me. I took a definite couple big whiffs of smelling salts and was barely affected by it.
Yeah. Like, I wanted to take a sniff of the smelling salts, but you suggested I not, because it would have, like, what, knocked me on my ass, probably?
You probably would have done exactly what most people were doing. Like Metz did it in the locker room, and Sean did it in the locker room, because Bill had them. And then I was like, and I saw it, and I was like, I want to, no. So I was like, what have I got left to lose? So I smelled it, and they're like, light whiff, and I went, what? Bigger hit. No, there's wind. And I got really close, you saw, and I went, and like my eye went, and like, there goes his eye, and I went, ugh. What? And Bill's like, he kind of backed his head up, was like, who is this robot? He's like, you're not real. I gotta put the pizza in. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning for Once Upon a Time spoilers. I keep forgetting not to keep going too far forward on the daily check on AccuWeather, because I'm like, at 2 weeks out, you're like Pat Benatar knows a shot in the dark pretty well. Is that Pat Benatar? I need the gay card removed. Morning. Sorry. Kind of get stuck on every other morning except for... Anyways, it's Bon Jovi did Shot Through the Heart, and Pat Benatar has Hit Me With Your Best Shot. That's why I get them confused. So I realized at like 7:30 that we didn't have to keep like the television silent because they were gonna have like a lead up to the Once Upon a Time thing, which was nice to hear. It's always kind of nice to, I mean, the reason why the actors react to mean tweets on Jimmy Kimmel is so popular, but these weren't mean tweets to the actors. These were just like random tweets that they found. Like, what would what would you do if you were such and such character? How would you respond to this? Oh, I don't know. If I was Hook, or whatever it was.
If you were Granny,
Sorry.
if you were Granny, what would you think? What would you say about an app for ordering? For
Oh, like an Uber Eats for grannies? And they're like, yeah, heck yeah! Regina's like, no, I prefer my own lasagna. I'm like, ooh, smack. Granny makes the best lasagna. I'm gonna bring in my own.
She talks about not getting a chance to eat there much.
Yeah.
They have fun with it, which is really awesome.
Yeah, so...
One of the things they asked was 3 words to describe fan reactions to this episode. Ooh. And the one that I remember was hashtag so many feels.
And so, going into the episode, like, it's sort of like you can see where the part 1, part 2 was split. Where it was definitively 2 episodes. They're like, like everything was building up. I'm like, the to be continues about ready to come up. They're not going to do it because they know it's going to air in 2 hours, but this is the to be continued.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then they went to a commercial. And I'm like, and there you go. But it was like, the whole like, light must destroy light. Well, okay. My brain always goes in like a bit of physics for that one. Well, yes,
Yeah.
Light is the outside force. Darkness is technically the constant. But darkness cannot snuff out light because darkness is not...
It's not a thing, it's the absence of thing.
Yeah, so it can't. But anyways, I can definitely see how they're going through a series of reboot, as I've seen a lot of people on Facebook talking about, where they're getting rid of some of the actors because they've been on this for 6 years and
Might want to do something else.
yeah, but they can still keep the story going and just, you know, and kind of reboot it with a little girl instead of a little boy, and Henry's now his mom's part, and it could be a little funky, and it's going to be kind of weird as season 7 rolls around, because it's like, is this going to, like, how is this repeating? Because he's in Seattle. Now the question is, they broke everything in Maine. Are they going to go someplace else now? Like, is there another village somewhere? Does Henry need to go back to the Enchanted Forest? Like, what the is going on? I have a lot more questions about it, and that's really good because I'm going to be torn all the way until September.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job of setting up the cliffhanger.
Yeah, so my main question is, what exactly did Emma do? Did she just go on full-blown sacrifice because she knew that her death was meaningless? Or something like that?
I think so. She refused to let someone force her hand.
Found the third way.
Yeah, and fulfilled all of the prophecy we saw.
Yeah, it was like, when Rumpel killed his mother, I was like, oh, broke the curse, cool. And then Henry kissed her and then broke the curse. And I'm like, man, we got curses upon curses upon curses.
Were there?
This is layers upon layers. Well, his train's coming and he's gonna jump on the train right away.
Yeah. So, bye.